Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Maitland Sports Ground for this elimination final between the Maitland Pickers and the Kurri Bulldogs. My name's Dan McCamley and I'm joined by Dave Dryden. Dave, we should be in for a good one today.
Hey mate, yeah, semi-final football now, so it should be a cracker. It's a Coalfields derby, so let's hope it's as good as the crowd that's rolling in here. It's absolutely packed.
The winner goes on and the loser gets Mad Monday tomorrow, or Monday, maybe Mad Sunday this year.
Yeah, Silly Sunday.
Yeah. So let's go through the two teams. I'll start with Maitland. We've got number 1 and captain Luke Dawn. Number 2, Isaac Upton. Number 3, Joshua Griffiths. Number 4, Dylan Clark. Number 5, Elliot Jennings. Number 6, Ryan Walsh. Number 7, Hayden Granger. Number 8, Dane Tills. Number 9, Adam Clydesdale. Number 10, Jaden Butterfield. Number 11, Scott Williams. Number 12, Tyler Carter. Number 13, Brenton Horwood. Number 14, Shay Padberg. Number 15, Jacob Sinclair. Number 16, Lincoln Smith. And number 19, Rob Mason. And they are coached by their captain, Luke Dawn.
Yeah, and for Kurri, we have the fullback, Cade Hardy. The wingers are Barry McGrady and Ty Nickout. Centres are Zeb Dunstan and Nagara Barker. 5'8", and captain is Jade. They all love me. Porter. 7 is Jarom Sledgehammer Haynes. 8, the props are Brock Gilmore, Mick Steele. Hookers Tommy McKenzie. The back row is Brady Hammond, Benny Wyborn, and the lock is Mitchie Cullen. On the bench there's Reed Archin, Geordie Mitchell, Cronin, Lachlan Hill, and 18th man Callum Nugent.
And we're underway here at Maitland. Kurri will have first use of the ball, work it off their own line. Stiff breeze here today, Dave. Could play havoc.
Yeah, mate, I think it is. The other games that we're watching seems to be a bit left to right. So Kurri's got the win, a little bit assisted. A bit of a westerly, I think, maybe. But, yeah, mate, she's pretty windy.
Well, we've got an early penalty here to Kurri. They've got a good opportunity to go on the attack first up. I'll look for touch.
I think with the win, mate, you'd want a good couple of try lead going in half-time, I think, Kurri.
Yeah, definitely. Well, they'll get first crack at it here. Full set of 6 inside the 30. They come to Butterfield. It's Gilmore, sorry. Gilmore will be brought down 25 out from the line as they come to the left. A nice short ball, that's Hammond. Well met in defence. Only 15 out from the line here, Kurri. Comes back to Gilmore. He'll take another run. And he stopped 10 out from the line, centre fields. Options both sides here for Kurri. be looking for a fast start. They come to the left, through their hands, turn back inside.
Oh,
that's
easy.
Baker, and Baker's over. What a start for the Bulldogs.
That is a great start. First set of 6 from the Kurri Bullfrogs. Negara Barker. Silky.
They couldn't have dreamed for a better start, the Bulldogs. That's 4-0 with a kick to come. Next to the post as well, so it might take that breeze out of play. Those conversions could be crucial today.
Yeah, mate, all the points in semi-finals are, but you know, that was silky work, a nice little play. A little bit of black connection there between Gara and Jaram. And you know, there was a bit of an article with Gara coming up from Wentworth halfway through the year, and it's paying dividends. So great try for the little fella. Hope he can produce some of them goods in a couple of weeks' time down at the knockout for the Yowies. Look after the little brother there.
Yeah, Haynes got the ball play the ball and looked to go left. He turned him back underneath and just too strong and too close from Barker. Hardy will look to add the extras. Strikes it. Flags are up, so an early 6-0 lead here for the Bulldogs. 3 minutes gone. Maitland will look to respond here through their defence. That was off the back of a penalty, Dave, so that'll be important today as well.
Yeah, mate, and I think that's where you know, you keep in touch with the footy, and the comments that Dorney and that makes through the year. You know, they work on their penalties and their errors and concentrate really hard on their D, and probably wasn't really evident there. I think they might have switched off a little bit on the inside, but you know, they're intense there at the moment. Decent line speed, but a good hit up there from Brocky Gilmore.
Yeah, he's been heavily involved early. Gilmore has his 3rd run already. Comes to Cullen. We'll just take a settler. Good numbers in the tackle from Maitland. He stopped 10 shy of halfway. So come back to the left through Haynes. Haynes now, short ball. Just getting through their set. Kurri. They'll look to get to a kick after points.
There's another hit up for Brock. It's 2 in 1 set.
This will be the last. Haynes now puts it up.
Good kick pressure.
That's well taken. That's the 6 there, Ryan Walsh.
Oh, he's driven.
Difficult conditions for fullbacks today, and a good kick, chase and tackle from the Bulldogs.
The freaks there giving a little bit of stick to young Ryan. We all played together at West a few years ago, and there was a bit of banter on social media with Ryan's mother. She was, leave my son alone. The first chance he gets, he picks him up and drives him back 10 metres.
Social media, it's a beautiful thing. Maitland get first use of the ball. He asked to bring it back. Jennings will play the ball. Last time I called Maitland, Jennings was outstanding. It was in a narrow loss to Central Newcastle. He tackled just short of halfway here, Maitland. Slow set. They come back centre field. That's the 10. Butterfield.
There's Butterfield. That's a good carry. Good wrestle.
This will be the last. So not a lot of yardage there for Maitland. Kurri doing well to slow the play the ball down as Dawn kicks. And we'll go down to Nikau. A good strong run from the young fella.
Wow.
Not happy with where they're playing the ball at the moment, the referee.
No, but he's letting them lay around the ruck a fair bit.
That's the winger coming in, McGrady. Nice little scoot out of dummy half by the try scorer Baker. He's up to halfway. That's Cullen now. Turns him back underneath. That's Wyborn. They come down the short side through Cullen. Cullen to Hardy. Hardy will hold on to it. Plenty of numbers there in defence for Maitland. This will be the last. So come to the left. Porter with the kick. He's just happy to put that one into touch. So another good set from the Bulldogs. Good start to this game.
Yeah, it is not a bad play there from Port. You know, showing his experience, putting a nice kick in.
Would have loved to have seen him put it up.
Yeah, mate. A nice little bomb would have been pretty handy, and I think just from the start, Maitland don't seem to have come out really firing. Their D's been all right, but as soon as they got the ball, they probably only made 30 metres.
Well, they were out a good 10, 15 minutes earlier than Kurri warming up, so maybe a little over-eager in the warm-up, who knows? But they've got the ball now, the Pickers. They come to Jennings, he's in off his wing. You'll see that a lot today from Jennings. They come back the open side. That's the 13. That's Hallwood.
That's carry.
Carrying 2 and 3 with him. Slow play the ball. Yeah, there's the penalty.
There you go.
Just about to say a slow play the ball. Too long in the tackle.
There was a bit, like I said, mate, there was a bit of that in the first early set, so that's obviously he's identified that and thought, okay, time to pull him up.
I'll tell you what, Dave, whoever looks after this pitch here has done an outstanding job. It's been in great condition all year.
Yeah.
Looks like good. A carpet out there.
I won't drop any names, but it wouldn't be the Maitland City Council because there's a few boys that I wouldn't know work for them and all they do is sit in parks.
Maitland get a chance now. That's Hallwood. And there's an offload. Loose ball. The Bulldogs have come up with it. Good desperation there from the Bulldogs. That's Cullen in there. They come away with it. So Maitland have their first opportunity and turn it over, tackle 1.
Oh,
that's Dunstan.
Wow, I thought that was good contact, but Robbie Mason looks Gornski's.
They're not good signs for Mason.
No. Like the first initial contact, there must have been a bit of a... He's in all sorts, Rob. But both players, there was heavy contact, and I first thought that, Meso would have come off the better, but...
I've called a few Bulldogs games this year, and Dunstan, he certainly is a, or for lack of a better term, a violent runner. He hits it up with a lot of aggression and commitment. So.
Yeah, there's no handbrake in him. He runs hard. He carved us up our second or third last game out of Macquarie. He touched us up pretty early. Scored 3 tries, or set up 3, I think.
He's getting back to his feet, Mason. He'll come off for a couple of tests, I think. Which brings the big man, Dane Tills, to the sideline.
We expect some big things from Tilsey. I reckon the tides might change a little bit.
Might not have been expecting to get on this early, Tills.
Yeah, no. I was talking to a couple of Maitland boys, and I asked why Tilsey sort of come off the bench, and they sort of try to, fatigue the opposition a little bit and then bring him on and make a real impact. But he's that big, I don't think you really need to fatigue anyone.
It's the Bulldogs now. I'll be tackled just shy of the 30. Last tackle, so a chance to put in an attacking kick to come the open side through Haynes. He'll put it up. That's what we want.
Yeah, that's a good nudge.
Swirling around, and a great take from Walsh. It looks like Walsh might be playing fullback in the 6.
Yeah, I think he plays. I think he plays a bit of. I think he defends at fullback and then plays at 6.
And here comes Tills now.
There's that big run.
Good, strong run.
Good shot there from the freak. And the bigger man.
They come down the short side, the Pickers. That's Carter, who'll be tackled at the 40. Another slow play the ball. Kurri doing well to play the ball down. They're treading a fine line. That's Butterfield, centre field. This will be the last. Tilts on the last. They come the short side through. Dawn through their hands. That's Griffiths. Griffiths now. He'll put the kick in. Back centre fielder. Well taken. Well covered up. That's the fullback, Hardy. He's beaten 2, 3 and picked up and dropped.
Oh, what was wrong with that?
The referee not happy with that one.
Yeah, right. Looked pretty clean to me.
Might have been the old 91 degrees there, I think, Dave. Just over the horizontal.
Yeah, I don't know. It might have been a second effort.
I thought it was a good shot.
Yeah, 100%.
Wyborn now off the tap. The Bulldogs come back centre field. Porter, short ball, good shot by Tills. That stung.
Yeah, you could hear it from here, couldn't you?
Steele slow to his feet.
He's tough but Steely. He'll go all day, the young fella.
Oh, short ball from Cullen.
Maybe not, he's down. He hasn't got up.
That's Gilmore. They come the short side through Haynes. Haynes with the short ball. That's Hammond. He'll be tackled 25 out from the line on the far touchline. Still a couple of tackles up their sleeve here for the Bulldogs. It's Haynes now. Goes dummies to Gilmore. Haynes shows and goes. They don't fall for it, the Pickers. This will be the last. Just shy of the 10-metre line. Plenty of options.
A nice little grubber here from the free could be good.
Porter steps off his right. Comes back centre field. A little chip over the top. Awkward one to deal with. They put it down and that's a try.
Barker.
No.
Oh, offside.
The referee's found a player offside. Points off the board for the Bulldogs.
And Barker nearly had a double.
And I'll tell you what, David, the 6-0 lead is deserved. It could be a little bit more, to be honest. The Bulldogs have been on top early. Yeah,
mate, they definitely, you can sort of sense that. You know, they've got that bit of the upper hand, I guess you could say, the momentum. They're definitely running with a little bit more energy. But this guy's been massive early, Brenton Horwood, and if you can get a quick play of the ball here, I'm sure the two props will come, but that's a good carry from Butterfield, and you can see Big Tills getting ready.
Dawn now down the short side through the hands of Griffiths. They've got numbers here. Griffiths is burning for speed. Nikau comes, Cullen comes, and a great tackle. That's the lock forward out there. Slow play the ball. I don't think Maitland have had a quick one yet. Comes to Clydesdale. He'll shift the play. That's Granger. They come out wide.
Well done.
Well read in defence.
Oh no, he's play on. What's he doing? Ref doesn't know.
We've got touch, knock on, touch, knock on. See who he gives the scrum feed to.
It's really vocal in this grandstand, isn't it? Just echoes.
It'll be Pickers' ball. Yeah, the crowd, there's been like 3 or 4 games on beforehand. Very vocal here today. So they should be. The elimination final, trying to get behind their team.
There was a great bit of class there too from Dawn down the short side and Clydesdale as they've gone down the short again.
That's Clark out there in the number 4. They play the ball 10 out from the line. They come back centre field. Oh, just held on to it, shows and goes. He'll go close. Granger's tackled a couple of metres out from the line as they come back the open side. To Tills now.
Tills.
Short ball, spinning out of a tackle. He's tackled a metre out. Clydesdale will go himself. Clydesdale's held up over the line. So good defence from the Bulldogs. Still plenty of tackles up their sleeve, the Pickers. Tills will have another go. Nice offload to Clydesdale. They come out to Dawn. Dawn with the ball to Griffiths. The slip from the winger. Oh, and he's put his foot into touch. Jennings just ran out of room, so the Bulldogs survive.
Yeah, it was a good cover tackle there from Time Nick out. Big bit of that. It's going to be a nice juicy clash on the wing there, I think, with Jennings and Nick out. Two big, powerful ball runners.
We've had just about 14 minutes gone in this game. Scoreline reads Maitland 0, Kurri Bulldogs 6. Big thank you to Bar TV for streaming this one live. Big thank you to Dave for joining me. Otherwise, the viewers would have to listen to my voice all 80 minutes, and nobody wants to do that.
Oh, mate, I don't think too many people would like listening to mine either.
Good numbers in defence there from the Pickers. Drop ball. Oh, the referee's found a strip. I think that might have come from the pocket referee.
I think Maitland have made their intentions pretty clear with their attack. Looking to go down the edges of Kurri.
Great kick out of trouble. They found 30 metres off that one. Wind assisted.
Puts him in nice position, doesn't it? Oh, Big Tills coming out. be a scary sight, seeing that guy run at you full pelt trying to kill you.
He bounced off the tackle pretty well there, Hammond, as they come back centre field. That's Gilmore again. He's dead set touch the ball 2 times every set, Gilmore.
He gets through a nice amount of work.
Cullen to Porter. He's run straight into Tills. Probably advise against that.
Yep, definitely would.
So they come back to Cullen. Short ball, that's Wyborn. Looks for the offload. Jennings has picked it up. Offload to Dawn. They'll come back centre field through Clydesdale. That's the 13, Cullen.
This bloke's been massive too. Brennan Horwood. He's been massive for Maitland so far.
They're hanging in there, the Pickers. Another slow play of the ball. They've been an eternity in there, the Bulldogs. Comes out to Clark, trying to get on the outside of his man. He's tackled just shy of the 30 in opposition territory. Short ball to Tills. McKenzie getting up quick, putting his body on the line, the hooker. So come the open side. Nice short ball.
Nice vision. It's on again if they can go again.
They haven't had a quick play the ball today as they come to Dawn. They come out the back to Walsh. Walsh throws the dummy. Walsh goes himself. Does he get it down?
He has.
I think he does. And the Pickers hit back. 6-4 with a kick to come.
Great little play there. The captain coach, Dawn, tied up their back rower and Ports pretty well there, and it was a nice little sweet play with Welshie at the back. Nice little show and go.
I thought he might have blown it when he threw the dummy, but he got over in the end.
Mate, he shrugs off a lot, young Welshie. He played a fair few years at West with him, and you know, there's rarely anyone gets a good shot on him, so he's deceptively strong, and you know, great credit to him. As soon as he scored, I looked down. I could see a little lady down in the grandstand jumping up and down. It was his mum, Tanya. Hello, Tanya. She'll be proud as punch. She's down there with a West shirt on, but I don't know what that's all about.
Time to get her a Maitland jersey.
Yeah, she needs a Maitland jersey.
Well, spoke about this earlier. The Kurri Bulldogs try was a bit closer to the sticks, which made the kick a bit easier. And with this breeze, he'll do well to put this over Walsh.
Yeah, he will. I think it's sort of blowing, you know, a bit of left to right, but his natural, I guess, curve and movement of the ball, he should be able to just hit it, you know, probably straight over the black dot. And if it does tend to go to the left upright, the wind should sort of straighten him up.
He moves in, strikes it, and wouldn't come back far enough. So the scoreline remains 6-4. The Kurri Bulldogs over the Maitland Pickers. About 18 minutes gone in this game. The Bulldogs have probably been on top. Maitland have hung in there and they've got the try. So good fight back from the Pickers.
Definitely love a short side play, Maitland. A lot of their attacks identifying the 2-man or 3-man in. Definitely targeting Ports a little bit, I think.
Well, they look their best in attack when they go through Dawn.
Yeah, mate,
he's all class.
Yeah, he holds the line up well, and he squares it up, which helps the decoy players and the players out the back.
Carter with a nice offload. Come back to the 10. That's Butterfield. A good start to the set for the Pickers. There's a penalty as well. So a bit of a momentum shift here, Dave.
Yeah, massive. So you can really start to feel it now, can't you? The crowd's starting to get a lot more vocal.
I'm going to kick to the far touchline, which makes sense. Not a lot of distance on it, but they'll get a full set here, the Pickers. They'd love to go back to back. That's Clark now off the tap. He'll be tackled just shy of the 30. They come the open side. That's Horwood now. He'll be tackled 20 out. Centre field. Clydesdale out of dummy half. Draws the defenders. Nice short ball, but well read in defence by the Bulldogs, who are under pressure here. Clydesdale goes to the right through Walsh. Throws the dummy.
He's trying to run over his mate there.
He's tackled a couple of metres out. They come back centre field. That's Horwood. 5 metres out from the line. Last tackle. Clydesdale. Oh, there's a penalty.
Oh, play on, ref. Unlucky.
Right in front of the sticks. You'd have to think they'll take the 2 here, Dave.
Yeah, mate, I was looking at the ground. Obviously, there's not too much instructions from Dorney's coaching staff, but he's obviously wants to play on, and so he's probably feeling that they've got.
Well, there's the tap.
Got the momentum.
They go short to Horwood. Horwood with an arm free. He's wrapped up. Desperate to comes to Dawn. Dawn with the pass.
Oh.
Griffiths can't hold it, and Dunstan comes away with it. So the Bulldogs hold on.
It's not bad do there from their edge. Zeb Dunstan, Ports. Tried to cover, Luke Dawn pretty well there. As the first change for Kurri comes on, I think that's the Reed Outram. Back row had a pretty red hot start to the season. I think he scored 3 doubles in a row on an edge.
Yeah, he came off. I called him a couple of weeks ago. He came off the bench and was absolutely dominant off the bench. So
yeah, he's pretty deceiving. He's short-statured bloke, pretty hard to tackle. He's got some good leg drive.
As the Bulldogs win the scrum feed, I'll look to work it off their own line now. That's a good run.
Yeah, Brody Hammond seems to be working hard, pretty hard. He's getting the ball. He's getting his hands.
Dunstan now with another run. Good contact in defence from the Pickers. Now out of dummy half. That's McKenzie. He's tackled 5 shy of halfway. They come to Cullen. Cullen now to Gilmore. Nice short ball. They've been to the backfield. Fullback to beat. A lovely ball. And that's the halfback.
The Maurice Sledgehammer, Jerome Haynes.
Hayden. Jerome Haynes. Great backing up from the halfback. A great short ball from Gilmore to Hammond.
Yeah, put that down to a nice little ball movement in the middle third with their 3 middles. It was just silky. Especially that last ball. Brock Gilmore. He's been massive this first, 22 minutes. Brock Gilmore, hit-ups. And then Brody Hammond was in that as well.
That was a try for the big fellas in the middle. Great ball movement.
Mate, it was. And it's a reward from how how hard their first carries have been. Like Brock Gilmore's been having massive ones. Brody's coming in and he's getting his hands and feet dirty, and that's great work. And it was some silky and good work from Jerome Haynes, doing what all good halfbacks should be doing, is supporting up the middle.
Yeah, Johnny on the spot to finish that one off under the sticks. So we'll have another kick. One from right in front now. Should take it out to a 12-4 lead. Well, I might have just put the curse on him.
You could probably say that was against the grain, wouldn't you? Kurri scoring that try.
Yeah, definitely, Dave. They got themselves on top, Maitland.
Yeah.
And against the grain for sure.
I've just noticed Brenton Horwood has come off.
Well-deserved rest.
Oh, 100%. Before Tilsey come on, he was pretty much the only forward having hit-ups. Young Butterfield was getting in there, helping him out a little bit, but great effort for him so far.
As Walsh restarts play, it's over towards the sideline. Bring it off that sideline now through McGrady. Tills looking to put a shot on, looking to inspire his team. Nice quick play the ball. Well cut down there by the halfback, Granger. That's Baker. He scored the first today. The referee not happy with that one. The Bulldogs will have a penalty here.
Looks like Butterfield's been given some lip. The last thing that they need now is this fella to be sent to the bin.
We've got a crusher tackle, mate. It's just going to go on report. Jaden Butterfield on report for a crusher. I'll get.
There you go, viewers. A little insight on what was happening. Crusher tackle.
I didn't see a lot in it, to be honest, but we are a fair way away here, so
Yeah.
take the referee on his word.
Well, let's hope it's nothing like what we're seeing in the NRL. You're looking at 2-3 weeks for crusher tackles.
Great opportunity for Kurri. 12-4 up.
Some good contact there from Rob Mason and Butterfield.
Was that man again, Gilmore? So come the short side through Haynes. That's out the back to Hardy. He's brought down 10 out from the line. Plenty of tackles up their sleeve. They go from dummy half. That's Barker.
Oh, one-on-one
Put
strip.
it down. Knock on. Looks as though the Bulldogs will have a feed. 10 metres out from the line. I know it's only early days, but an 18-4 lead is a sizable one. As you said, Dave, earlier on, you'd want to be 2 or 3 tries up with this breeze.
Yeah, mate, you would. There's just watching the few games earlier on. Our under-19s from Macquarie got up. They had a great win over Central, and so did the Open boys. And I think they both ran, the way the Bulldogs are going now in the second half. So it seemed to be a lot easier. And then in reserve grade South, carried on with a win. A pretty convincing win in the semis over my old West boys. So, it must be playing a big part.
They come the short side through Haynes. Haynes goes himself. He's close. Does he get there? No. Play the ball. Centimetres from the line. Comes to Cullen. Out to Porter. Porter turns him back underneath. That's Hammond. He set up the last try, Hammond. He's tackled 10 out from the line. Good strong defence from Maitland. So they come to the left through Haynes. Haynes cuts him out. That's Barker. Barker on the outside gets the ball to his winger. They go over in the corner. The Bulldogs are in. That's McGrady.
The Kurri Bulldogs are on fire.
And that's 16-4 with a kick to come.
The pass was outstanding, but the hands from young McGrady looked like he overran it a little bit.
He just got on the outside of his man, Barker.
Yeah.
Drew the winger in enough, and McGrady just snuck over in the corner.
Yeah, it wasn't an easy grab. And he still had a bit of work to do. There wasn't much room, and he finished it off. Great work.
And the Bulldogs, who have been, let's say, dogged all year, jump out to a 16-4 lead.
And have been pretty convincing in doing so, I think.
Yeah, they've been worth the lead, all right. This kick will test him.
Got a couple of replacements coming on for Maitland. Young Shea Padberg and
Jacob Sinclair's the other one.
Jake Sinclair, concede. Jacob Sinclair was part of the Pickers three-peat, I think. All the 2 in a row that they won a few years ago. Quality player.
Can't even get the ball to stay on the tee at the moment. Might need to do the old hold it on somebody's boot.
Yeah. Just grab the ball boy or the ref. There's plenty of refs. With trainer might have to step in, but I think there's 10 minutes left. I think with you got the few of the bigger bodies for Maitland still on there. Tilsey, Rob Mason, and then with Jake Sinclair coming on and Shea Pradberg. I think Shea plays in the middle. So he's got some nice leg speed, and he'll be ducking in and around the middle, try to create some space. But looks like Rob Mason's refused to come off.
As you do in a semi-final.
As you do. Oh, well, he's only just gone back on from his HIA. So he's probably feeling all right.
Walsh will get us back underway. Awkward kickoff to deal with. Nikau comes in and cleans it up. So let's start this set 15 out from their own line. The Bulldogs 16-4 up over the Maitland Pickers. Got just over 10 minutes to go in this first half. It's Cullen now. He's getting through some work as well. Good numbers in the tackle from Maitland. Cullen's not happy with that one. As they work it up to the 40. Come back the open side from dummy half. That's Barker.
He's having a lot of tough carries from Garrett, playing above his weight.
Haynes now puts it up.
That's
It's
an
a
ugly
difficult
kick.
one. There's the bounce. Favoured Walsh.
Oh, he's through. Oh, nearly got through. High shot.
Oh, we've got a penalty the other way. Looks like he might have been run off the ball, the chaser. Crowd aren't happy with that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. 16-4 to Maitland. 10 to go. Probably take a shot at 2. See what the freak does.
Yeah, well, if they can convert this, it'll take them out to a 14-point lead.
Yeah. Just puts it a little bit further ahead.
The captain coach comes out to talk to the ref, Luke Dawn.
I wonder how that conversation went. Dawny seems to be a pretty educated man. You reckon it would have been like a...
I'm sorry,
nice...
sir. I don't agree with that decision.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. Well, I made the decision. Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Or an educated sledge. Listen, I know you're trying to do your best, but you're not helping me out, or... But you'd probably find... You reckon Kurri have probably given away the most penalties, wouldn't they, earlier on?
Well, I don't have the penalty count on me. I reckon it'd be pretty close, but they've been very slow in the play the ball, Kurri, so...
Yeah, like with their wrestle, they're definitely trying to slow it down. And I think that's what happens with Kurri. They try to bring it into their game. So they're not very much that high tempo, up tempo play football, but they definitely get other teams to sort of play off and bring them down to their game plan.
Just been told from our stats man the penalty count's 4-2 at the moment. So
yeah.
That's Cronin, the 16. He's just come on. The Bulldogs now. Possession again. The possession stats would be unbelievable, I reckon, in favour of the Bulldogs. They've had a lot of the ball.
Yeah, they have. And they've been smart about it. They seem to be getting... They seem to be getting to their kicks a little bit more.
That's Alchin in the 14.
There's Brody Hammond again. Finds his front.
This will be the last. They come to Haynes. Through the hands to Porter. Porter will put it up now. Just end over end. Difficult one for Jennings. He takes it well. He'll bring it back, Jennings.
Oh, good
There's
carry.
an offload.
Haven't seen much of young Isaac Upton come in.
No, well, they haven't had a lot of the ball, and
Yeah.
any time they have, Jennings has gone in and done a bit of work. But
He's a live wire, Upton. Remember watching him last year for the Lower Hunter team. So up the bay, not Nelson Bay. They won the grand final at Fingal Bay last year. He was there 5'8", and he absolutely tore it to shreds against the Shortland Devils.
short ball to Tills. They did enough in the first contact there to slow him up. This will be the last. They come to Dawn. Dawn with a little kick in behind. He'll get the bounce, Dawn.
Oh, well done.
It's well done by Nikau. That looked like it might have hurt Dawn. That's the last thing they need, Maitland. Lovely little kick in behind. He nearly caught them napping. There's Dunstan now. Comes in for another run. Oh, there's a penalty for in the play the ball. Maitland have been begging for one of those all day.
Yeah.
I'll have another penalty, the Bulldogs. So Cullen will kick for touch.
Again, some lot of easy piggybacks, Kurri coming out.
Just over 5 minutes to go. It's crucial that Maitland don't concede again.
Maitland have got a lot of points in them. You know, they've played in a lot of high scoring games. So I know. You know, Dorney's made some comments about defence being their key, but you know, I think they're definitely not short of scoring some tries.
Comes to Porter now, back inside to Mackenzie. Mackenzie, go close. Can he get it down? No, he cannot.
Unlucky.
Held up.
Great effort from Tommy Mackenzie there. Little fella, and have a look who's around him. Sinclair, Pradberg, Tilsey was there.
Great short ball from Porter. Put him into a hole. He went close to hooker. You've got to play it down at the moment. I think it might be Cullen.
Yeah, it's Mitchy Cullen. I think he might have caught the late one after their little play down the right-hand side.
Time off, just over 5 minutes to go here in the first half. We've got the Kurri Bulldogs 18 over the Maitland Pickers 4. Big thank you to Bar TV for streaming this one live. Make sure you jump onto the live stream, leave your comments in the comments section.
Nice comments, everyone, nice comments.
Oh yeah, nice comments, of course.
No sledging the commentators.
It's back to his feet, Cullen. Now let us know where you're cheering from, who you're supporting. It's the beauty of technology these days, Dave. You could be overseas at the moment and watching your loved ones playing in this semi-final.
Yep, certainly could. Sitting in a nice swim up.
Nice spa in Bali or something like that. Pool bar or over in Europe at a club or something like that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Bit of concern around Cullen.
Yeah, he's as tough as they come, Mitchy. Plays hurt. Had a year with Kurri in 2012. And we played a fair bit together, Mitchy. And he throws his body out, and he wasn't the size he is now. He was probably 40 kilos ringing wet, but he rips in.
That was Alchin who went close. So come back the open side. That's Haynes now with a little kick in behind. Rebounds again. It looks like Maitland have held on. Be a
really want to see a lift in. 4 minutes left. If Maitland can get up the other end, put some pressure on and score a try, I think Dorney would be pretty happy going into half-time down by, maybe 8 points. But Kurri are working really hard indeed. 3 in the tackle.
They're just not getting anything at the moment from the referee, Maitland.
No. And their line speed's outstanding. That was good line speed, good contact. See how they just got that little niggle, just a little lane on, not getting up clean. Just leaving the hand around the ball a little bit.
Sinclair with the run. He's up to the 40, Sinclair. Clydesdale goes back to the open side. There's a penalty the crowd have been wanting. As you can tell from our effects microphones, they're pretty happy with that one.
It feels like all the Maitland supporters are to the left of us. And they're very vocal.
Well, here's a great opportunity for Maitland just before half-time. There's still plenty of time on the clock. 3 minutes 48 on the clock. Enough time to, if they don't score here, at least put it into the in goal.
Oh, here we go.
Tills gets up firing. Him and Cullen look like they're about to make out.
Yes. Oh, a little push in the face. Isn't that a bit of a mismatch? I couldn't think of anyone worse to try to,
you'd need a step ladder to get up and try and hit Dane Tills, I reckon.
Well, he had a stink with Kurt Warden, halfway through the year, Tilsey. And they reckon Warden goes very good with the mitts. They reckon he can throw them quite well, but Tilsey's just so long. You wouldn't be able to punch him.
No, you wouldn't be able to get near him.
You'd have to be like a young Mike Tyson, ducking and weaving to get inside to throw and try to land one. He didn't back down, but Mitchie. I love seeing that. Big Jake Sinclair has a good
great opportunity for the Pickers. Sinclair with the play the ball. Tills now. Good strong run from the big man. He's tackled a couple of metres short of the line. Clydesdale comes the open side. That's Dawn. Dawn turns him back under. That's Carter. Carter beats one. He comes again, Wyborn. So go the short side now. That's Carter.
The centres have
That's Clark,
swapped.
sorry.
Maitland centres have swapped edges.
Yeah, they've gone the other side. That's Dawn. Dawn with a short ball.
Oh,
Padberg.
They still got there.
No, he didn't get it down, I don't think.
Oh.
Held up. Hardy got his leg underneath the ball somehow.
That is unlucky.
What a tackle by the fullback.
Yeah, that is unlucky. Well done.
Padberg looked like he was going to score for all money. Still a few tackles left in this set. Pouring the pressure onto the Pickers. Clydesdale now. They go long.
Oh,
That's
great
Griffiths.
pill. Great
Griffiths
pill.
to Upton. Comes back inside.
Cover defence. Mitchy Cullen. Holy dooly.
And that'll be a changeover.
It's a shame we don't have the setup here for a replay, but I reckon Mitchy Cullens ran 40 metres to make that tackle from the middle. Great effort. What about the left or right from Granger?
It was a beautiful ball. I thought he'd done enough. He put Griffiths on the outside.
Yeah, so did I, mate. I thought he was in, and Upton's pretty toey.
The Bulldogs now, they'll just be happy to get to half time from this position.
Yeah, mate, you have a look at the speed of the line. There's some...
Dunstan coming in from his centre position. Loves the run, Dunstan. Come back centre field. That's Barker. He's tackled 25 out from his own line. Nice run out of dummy half from Hardy, picking up crucial metres.
Jeez, I thought Horwood was offside there for about 4 metres.
Got an injury here for Hardy.
Oh, they're calling him on straight away. Young Josh Griffiths was yelling out to the Kurri staff to get out straight away. He's
Stretcher they've called for.
Oh,
this doesn't look good for Hardy.
his neck.
Ambulance as well. A fair bit of concern here for the fullback from the Bulldogs. He's been outstanding. He saved his team 4, possibly 6 points.
Yeah, he's
only a couple of minutes ago.
There's a lot of concern. Young JP, the doctor out there, he was out there. He was our club doctor last week, and he definitely doesn't try to put too much panic in your head. But if he's showing some emergency, there's obviously some concerns there. Got the physio out there as well. Unless it's a leg, because he's moving around.
There's definitely rolling around. So
yeah, it might be
we might not be looking at a.
That's what I was just thinking straight away, that I saw they were pointing to a neck. But that's it's not good news, but it's better than
the worst case. Yeah.
I was at the Kurri game watching Kurri and West, and I saw young Benny Edwards go down in a crusher tackle, and it's sort of an airy feeling, like it's pretty weird.
Yeah, the crowd goes quiet.
Yeah,
nobody really knows what to do, and he's in good hands though. Hardy, they're out to him very quickly.
Hey, it has been very quick, hasn't it? Quick enough. As all the boys come in and see him. Wonder who the young replacement will be. And number 17 for
great show of sportsmanship there from the Pickers as well, giving him a round of applause off the field.
Yeah, mate, I don't think you'd really say there's too many teams in the comp that don't show any sort of good sportsmanship.
And that doesn't look very good.
Oh my God, I seen that.
Anyway, we wish him all the best, Cade Hardy, and a speedy recovery.
Oh, wow. That's at a right angle.
It didn't look the best, that's for sure.
That's a nice compound fracture. We got a Maitland boy down too. But yeah, no, it's classy. Like I said, mate, most of the teams, when there's an injury, they have some concerns from the other team. Last week I got sniped down and had a couple of old West mates that come and showed some support, so it was good.
Well, the ambulance has been called, so he's in good hands down there, Hardy. I'm not sure there's a lot they're going to be able to do with that one. So.
Oh, give him about 4 green whistles.
They're good, those things.
Yeah.
They're great.
Got any spare?
Nah, not on me. I used them all last week, yeah.
Well, like you said at the start, mate, between us both we might have 2 good legs.
Yeah. You're in a moon boot and I'm booked in on Friday for surgery. You beauty. We digress. There's just over a minute to go. It's taken the sting out of this first half, but the performance from the Bulldogs has been outstanding. It's going to be tough to replace their fullback for the rest of this game.
Yeah, I was just trying to have a look around who they got on their bench, what Ronnie's going to do. I haven't seen probably, maybe young Garabaka play at the back or time. I know Brodie Hammond started off in the centres, I think, at the start of the year. He might...
Well, they just get through this set, they might not have to worry about it until half-time, Bulldogs.
Yeah.
They're just happy to put that one into touch.
Yeah, try to waste a bit more time.
We'll give Maitland a pretty good opportunity here with just over a minute to go.
You can definitely see Big Tilsey, he's full of energy. I know there was a bit of article in the paper, he hasn't played semis for a while, and you can definitely see that. He's been massive in the last 30 minutes since he's come on.
It's nothing like semi-final football. The atmosphere is different, the crowd's up, everyone's buzzing, so...
You go to training, you get that little smell of spring coming along, it's a bit warmer, you can smell the grass clippings. And then after you start smelling that, you can start smelling Mad Monday, the best day of the year.
It's gone backwards, has it? No.
Ooh.
Looks to have gone backwards there. The referee's called a knock on, so I don't think Kurri will be in any hurry to pack this scrum. I think they'll be happy to get into the sheds, the Bulldogs.
Yep.
An outstanding first half, 18 points to 4. They lead the Maitland Pickers. It was 6-4. It was a pretty even arm wrestle. Maitland looked like they were just getting on top, and then a try against the run of play for Haynes really swung it back to the Bulldogs' favour. As they've stopped the clock with 0.07 of a second left. They win the scrum feed. They just take the tackle. There goes the half-time siren. And the scoreline reads Maitland Pickers 4, Kurri Bulldogs 18, and a pretty dominant performance in that first half. Dave?
Yeah, mate, it was. It was a bit of an arm wrestle, and but credit where credit's due. Kurri really come out fired up, and Maitland looked a little bit lethargic. But then they started turning the tide and try to swift the momentum, which they did, and Kurri responded by some nice quick hands, and that led to a try, and I think that sort of put Maitland down a little bit, but I'm sure Dorney will get him in there and pipe him up, and they'll come out with plenty of energy. And mate, the second half with that win, it's going to be a cracker, I reckon.
All right, guys. Well, Dave and I will be back after a quick bite to eat and a drink, I reckon. Thanks very much. Welcome back here to Maitland Sports Ground for this elimination final in the Newcastle Rugby League competition. We've got the Kurri Bulldogs leading the Maitland Pickers 18 points to 4. I'm Daniel McCamley and I'm here with Dave Dryden. How's it going, Dave?
Good, mate, good.
Well, Maitland have got a bit of a mountain to climb. They should have a little help from the breeze in this second half. They're 14 points down. Let's see if they can get back into this ball game.
Looks like Maitland have made a few changes. Looks like Brendan Horwood's back on.
Awkward kickoff, well taken.
Looks like he's playing back row, but Brendan Horwood.
It's a good take from Granger. It was an awkward kickoff. Tills is still out there, so he played a full 30 minutes. That'll be play on.
That's unlucky. Good carry.
They would have come out fired up, Maitland. This could put a real dampener on that half-time talk if they were to concede here. It's Cronin.
It's a good hit and wrestle from Sinclair.
They come to the 14. That's Alchin coming back inside.
Oh.
There's a strip. It's getting a little tangled up there. All sorted now. Great opportunity for the Bulldogs. They were outstanding in the first half. They take the tap. That's Alchin. Nice hit and spin. Slow off him. So they come to Cullen. Cullen to Porter. Porter out the back to Barker to Haynes. Oh, penalty.
Penalty.
Wow.
Oh, and some lip. No. Saw the referee running, but he's...
Well, usually when a hole like that opens up, there's something going on, and the referee spotted an obstruction.
That must have been... That wouldn't have been from young Jaron, but... Because that was an outside-inside ball, so... Must have been the play before it.
Yeah, Maitland get away with one. And a good touch finder from the Pickers. Sees them up over halfway on the first tackle. They come down the short side. Clydesdale. He'll come to the 3. Griffiths.
It's a nice footwork, Zip. Josh Griffiths.
Looks like the centres have gone back to their positions after swapping in the first half. That's the 14, Padberg.
That's a good tough carry from the little fella.
They come to the left through Dawn. Dawn now with a nice short ball. That's Carter. Carter beats 1, beats 2. Comes to Clydesdale. Clydesdale now across field. That's Walsh. Walsh out to Horwood. He straightens up. He'll be tackled 5 out from the line. Maitland 14 points down. So they come to the left. That's Tills.
Oh, wow, he's
good
done
contact by Alchin.
He loves pulling this up, doesn't he?
So they come to the right through Walsh. Walsh now with the cutout ball. Upton. Oh, he's taken into touch.
Great day.
Great defence. That's the 17 on there. Lachlan Hill. So it looks like McGrady might have gone back to fullback. Or maybe Barker.
Yeah, I think Barker first went there after. But with McGrady, looks like McGrady might be on that centre with young Jarom Haynes. That's the edge I'd be getting at. 2 smaller men. And then you've got Reed Ouchin on the inside. So if I was Maitland and Dorney, I'd be trying to go down that edge.
They've earned themselves a penalty as well to get themselves out of trouble. McGrady getting into dummy half. Cullen will find touch. Or will he? No, he won't. Oh, knock on. It's been knocked on by Jennings.
What was that? Is that what he's calling a knock on?
Yeah, I don't think it went out. The ball sort of fell into Jennings' lap and he just couldn't hold on to it. I think he went to go with it with his leg and his hand got in the way.
That was weird. I sort of thought I might have dreamt that. I don't know. Just seeing things. Looked like it was going to go straight in the breadbasket and patted it down with his thighs.
Well, he didn't strike it well, Cullen. They get away with one, the Bulldogs. So they come to Dunstan now from the scrum. Back through the middle. It looks like the 11, Hammond.
Again. It's going to be nice and sore tomorrow.
That's McKenzie straight through the middle. McKenzie to the fullback. Comes to Walsh. McKenzie, he's over.
That is a great try.
What a try. Tom McKenzie, take a bow.
Oh, that was Damien Cook-like.
Straight through the heart of the Maitland defence. It was strong enough to hold off Walsh. And the Bulldogs jump out to a 22-4 lead with a kick to come.
Yes. Very nice. What a nice way to respond to half-time. Come out. Had a bit of adversity there to deal with at the start. A couple of errors and a missed kick, but they've had some luck. And Tommy McKenzie just jumped out. Some lovely footwork. Not sure who was in the middle there, but he sliced through pretty easy and then showed some good toe to get to young Ryan. And I think Ryan might have been hesitating some more footwork and didn't get close enough to him, but great try.
Yeah, they just switched off in the middle there, Maitland. McKenzie took full advantage.
Yeah, and he's got that in his game too, Tommy. It's probably his best part. He likes to show and go and get out a bit and engage the markers. He probably just doesn't back himself a little bit more than what he should.
Cullen will look to add the extras. Moves in. Strikes it well.
Oh, nearly sniped a couple of kids up the back there.
The scoreline is now 24 points to 4. The Kurri Bulldogs over the Maitland Pickers. 33 minutes to go in this game. I'm not willing to write the Pickers off just yet, Dave. I was at Central Charlestown when they nearly came back from 20 points down with 10 to go. So
yeah, mate, I wouldn't either. Like I think they've got the one of the best attacking records, but they've also got the third lowest defensive record as well. So they score. They might let in a few tries, but they definitely have plenty of points in them. And we seen it in the first half. They were doing a fair bit of defending. And they just go down the short side. They can make an edge look a bit silly. So won't write them off yet, mate. Wind's pretty heavy. That'll probably help them.
That's Cronin with a strong run.
It's not a bad effort from the little Padberg there either. On the bigger man, got up.
Porter now turns his man back inside. A great shot from Tills.
Oh, Wyborn up like a cat.
He's done well there, Wyborn. They get the offload away. That's McGrady. Thanks, Tills came firing out of the line.
That was heavy.
Wyborn, to his credit, straight back to his feet.
Oh, he was like a cat on a hot tin roof.
Haynes puts it up, and that's Walsh now. He'll make some meters. Walsh, there's a one-on-one strip. And knock on.
Yeah.
So the Pickers will have a scrum feed, 30 out from their own line.
Just having a look at their body language, Maitland. Doesn't seem to be too bad as we have, looks like Butterfield and Rob Mason are getting ready to come back on. It's good to see Rob back in first grade. He had a bad injury last year, and I think he was injured again this year.
Nice fend there from Clark. Haynes came again, though, and wrapped him up. Come back centre field. That's the 13, Horwood.
This bloke's been massive again.
Yeah, the two lock forwards for both sides have gone through a mountain of work.
Yep, they have. Same as this bloke, showing his experience.
Just leading from the front, Tills carrying 2 and 3 with him. Makes a good 15 metres. As they come to the 14, that's Padberg.
Oh.
Good shot and defence from Cronin.
Tills comes off.
There's an error in the play the ball. Tills gets a well-deserved rest.
So there's five interchanges. Just having a look at Tilsey. Seems to be a bit
buggered, might be
busted, yeah. So they've got 2 left, 3 left. 3 interchanges left with 30 minutes.
Well,
so
they probably had to play their hand, Dave. They've dug themselves a bit of a hole.
Yeah.
No point in holding on to them if it gets too far behind. So they've made their move, Maitland.
Yeah. I think you'd probably think Butterfield and Mesa would have to play out a good 20 minutes here. They've still got young Smith. I think he offers a little bit.
Come to the left through Haynes. Haynes now with a short ball to Alchin. They go down the side. It's McGrady. McGrady with the speed. Great
Good
tackle by Walsh. He did well there, the fullback. Slow play the ball. Comes to Alchin. He comes centre field. It's Barker. He'll be tackled 10 out from the line. They come back centre field. That's Haynes. Haynes to Porter. Porter shows. Tries to split the defence and can't. 5 metres out from the line. Last tackle. They come the short side. Oh, this could be the turning point. He's picked it up.
Could run the length.
Porter gets back and wraps him up.
Nice effort there from the old fella.
And in comes Jennings for a run. It's been a bit quiet, Jennings. I'll need him to get involved. There's Upton. And a penalty.
Can he tap? I think that's the first time we've seen him come in there, Dan, and you know he's got a nice penalty out of it.
Yeah.
He's elusive. He's pretty fast. Got some nice footwork.
Well, he's earned his team a penalty, and they get a chance to go on the attack, Maitland. They haven't had too many opportunities like this.
No, the good thing too is like Adam Clydesdale. He probably been flying under the radar. We haven't been giving him too many raps, but he jumps out a lot like he's doing now and turning them on, asking questions. You know, he might start seeing some gaps if the Kurri defence is starting to get a bit tired.
Well, I'm not sure Griffiths was expecting that one. As it comes to Dawn. Dawn back centre field. He comes out the back. That comes to Horwood.
Nice contact over the top there from Jarom Hayne.
Tackled about 8 metres out from the line as they come the short side. That's Granger. Granger will go close. Good defence from the Bulldogs. Slow play the ball. Granger's slow to his feet. (24-4) the scoreline. The Kurri Bulldogs over the Maitland Pickers. They come left now. That's Dawn. Now to Walsh. They've got the numbers. A kick from Walsh. Sits up for Griffiths.
Crafty.
Great try from the Pickers. And they're back in this one, Dave.
That's exactly what they needed. And that was, there wasn't much there. You know, we just spoke about the 9, but, you know, if there's a replay that we're showing from home, you watch how fast and how wide Clydesdale gets out. He jumps all the way out and there wasn't much pressure. Still tied up the middle. Nice little 2-pass, and you know, young Ryan Walsh done well to make the centres and edge back, bite in on him, and he puts a nice little grubber kick in for Josh Griffiths. Little zip.
I thought he could have maybe gone through the hands, Walsh. He put it on the toe and it could have done anything, but it sat up perfectly for Griffiths.
Yeah, I think if he gave some early hands, that definitely was on, and I think he might have held it a little bit too late, and the centre for Kurri come in a little bit, which made him put the kick in. So,
well, we can debate whether or not it was the right idea, but they've got the points,
yeah,
so that's all that matters.
That's right.
A big kick here, 24-8. Another kick from out wide for the Pickers. Strikes it.
Oh, looks good. Nah.
Waved away.
Unlucky. Got there. Distance wasn't an issue.
Just over 26 to go in this one here at Maitland Sports Ground. We've got the Maitland Pickers 8, the Kurri Bulldogs 24. Big thank you to Bar TV for streaming this one live. Make sure you jump on the Facebook page and let us know where you're watching from. Make sure you give Dave plenty of compliments. He likes that sort of stuff.
Yeah, compliments.
Yeah, compliments.
Not sledging.
Yeah. Not backhanded ones either.
I think it's pretty important, mate, for Maitland. Just 2 or 3 tough carries, nice kick with the win, pin him down, make Kurri work out hard. That's a great start from Butterfield.
Yeah, good strong run from the big front rower.
Past the 20.
Maitland on a bit of a roll now.
Oh, the big rampaging.
Mason.
Rob Mason. Looked like Matt Parsons there, the way he was getting his legs up.
There's a blast from the park. Former South Sydney legend, Matt Parsons.
Yeah, Knights too. The old boys day today. That's what I thought of him.
They're a big chance this afternoon, the Knights, as well as Padberg now. He'll be tackled the other side of halfway. So good set after points. They come to Dawn down the short side. That's Griffiths now, the try scorer. He's wrapped up by Nikau. So a good set from the Pickers. They've sprung to life. Comes to Dawn. Good kick pressure from McKenzie.
Oh, Tom McKenzie.
Tom McKenzie.
Take a bow, son.
Comes up trumps. Now the Bulldogs can work it out from their own end.
They just don't want no penalties as soon as we say it.
It's like the referee's got an earpiece, Dave.
Yeah.
As soon as you said it.
They just seem to be, every time they get the D, you know, there's a penalty which is just, you know...
It's a killer.
It's letting Kurri walk up the end.
It's killing any momentum that Maitland are building.
Yeah. But I can't say it's really going both ways.
On report. That's Horwood.
Very vocal crowd here.
Oh, I might catch that. Too short. Well taken in the slips. Kurri Bulldogs now through Alchin. Nice offload from the big man. Comes to McKenzie. It's really sprung to life in this second half, McKenzie.
So's Butterfield. He seems to have a bit of bee in his bonnet. Nice charge. He's getting in there with a nice wrestle.
Bulldogs are 25 out from the line as they come the open side. Porter, he just drops it underneath. That's Gilmore.
Mitchell. Young Geordie Mitchell's on.
Geordie Mitchell in the 15. Yeah. That's Haynes now to Alchin. Hits and spins. Still going Alchin. He's tackled 10 out from the line. So come the short side through Haynes. Haynes now throws the dummy. Haynes will go close. Haynes is over. Haynes scores. Some nifty footwork from the halfback. That's a double for the young man.
30-8. Just as we see Big Benny Cross walking out of the building. He must have seen enough. Wonder if he's feeling a little bit nervous about how these two teams are playing, but great work from Jaram. It's good to see him get a chance out at Kurri. It was a couple of years ago, 2016, he made his first grade debut at West, and it was in our major preliminary final, I think, where we got beat by South, who ended up winning, but he was only 17-18. He had an absolute blinder. So it's good to see him playing first grade and putting on a show.
Just some footwork down close to the line, and the defence were clutching at straws.
Yep.
He managed to shrug off one and slam the ball down.
Yeah. I've seen him play touch football, 4 or 5 years ago, and he had killer step. He's got great feet, and it's good to see that he's starting to put it into his league.
Mate, that penalty against the Pickers has just come back to bite him.
Yeah. Like I said, mate, I don't think they've really made Kurri work hard coming out of their own end. There seems to be a penalty in nearly every set or close to it.
Cullen hangs that one up to the right, waved away. So the scoreline reads 28 points to 8.
But, I'm still not counting them out. I still wouldn't say no to Maitland.
It just seems like every time today, Dave, that Maitland builds some sort of momentum, a penalty or an error goes against them, and it's back to square one. So they're slowly running out of time, the Pickers.
Well, I think they come from behind a couple of weeks ago against West. So they could be the comeback kings. They could be the Penrith Newcastle comp. Oh. What's wrong with that?
I think the ball might have fallen off the tee as he was going to kick it.
I don't think that matters, does it?
I don't think it does either. It still went to 10.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best kickoff you've ever seen, but it did its job. We'll go take 2 now. A little chipped kickoff. It's well read though. Looks like that's Nakau over there.
I just got a message off our coach, Adam Bettridge. If Central lose tomorrow in their semi-final, they will play Kurri at home. So it'll be a home semi-final for Kurri next week, which would be absolutely massive up there.
The old boys shed will be rocking.
Oh, mate, I reckon they would have to get New South Wales to his distribution to bring all their stock to Kurri. Imagine the pubs Saturday night if they won.
Well, they're certainly on their way. They're not there yet, though, as Porter puts a kick in behind. Walsh cleans up well. Now Walsh will look to counter-attack. It's a good run from the fullback. He's beat 1, beat 2. Oh, and he spilt the ball. And just as we said before, Dave, they build a little momentum. Walsh does some really good things, and then the drop ball, and they're back to square one. And I'm willing to say if they can get over the line here, the Bulldogs, that's it.
Yeah, it was a bit unlucky. I thought Ryan copped a high shot from Porter there in that kick return, and before he lost the ball, thought it might have been an opportunity to get a penalty, but they're not. And Kurri are working hard again. There's a loose ball.
It looked like he'd offloaded that, but the referee's seen a knock on. So Maitland survive. They hang in there.
Might be a bit of karma.
We've gone under 20 minutes to go in this one. They're in front by 20, the Bulldogs. They'll take, as you said, a Penrith Panthers-like comeback. Seem to be having some technical difficulties with Dave. He's back?
I'm back.
He's back. Good stuff. That's Jennings now with the run. I think he's got to get more involved, Jennings. He looks likely if he can just get involved and get his hands on the ball.
That's a better carry.
That's a great carry. He's shrugged off 1, 2. That's Carter now. He's not been sniped. Back up though, plays the ball. They come down the short side. Granger, not a lot of room over there. They come back through Griffiths. Oh, he beats 1, beats 2. Griffiths with the palm, comes to the fullback. They're on a roll here, Maitland. Quick play the ball. Clydesdale let it down. Oh, the referee could have played on there.
Mate.
Wow. That's the one time this game that Maitland don't want a penalty and they get one. Wow.
But no, that was it. Look, great charge from Tyler Carter on the edge, and that's what they've missed. You know, they come a lot of that. Maitland just run, and then as soon as there's any sort of contact, they hit the ground. They get the quick play balls, but they've been running with purpose. And it's, you know, besides Tilsey and Horwood and, you know, a couple of others with Butterfield and that having the odd hard run, they've sort of missed that. So it was great to see Tyler Campbell do that on his edge.
Quick play the ball from Smith. They go short to Butterfield. Butterfield hits and spins. He's wrapped up a metre from the line.
Ryan Walsh is calling for it.
They come to the right. Another hit. Oh, and it's been dropped. Good contact in the tackle.
He's raked that. So how does that... Interesting.
I think the referee's called a knock on.
Yeah, he has.
Lincoln Smith going awfully close. Dane Tilse is looking to get back on the field. They survive, Kurri. And the clock's their friend at the moment. Big push from the Pickers. I'll be contesting everything from here on out, I think, Maitland.
Yeah, well, I think that's probably why Tilsey's grabbed the card now. I think they might sense a little bit of change, maybe, getting back out there with his experience and his aggression has been outstanding today.
That wasn't one of the prettiest scrums I've ever seen. Oh, he wants him to take it back and play the ball again. It's about the 7th time today.
Yeah.
A bit of push and shove.
Just punch on, girls. Don't worry about kissing each other.
And they'll look to put a bit of pressure on with their defence here, Maitland. Clydesdale just gets bumper barred out of the way. Good strong run.
That is a good run post contact. Brock Gilmore.
Now out of dummy half. That looks like McGrady.
But he's done well, Clydesdale.
Good meters. They come back to the right now. Haynes with the kick. That's in behind it. Jennings. Come back right across the other side of the field, Jennings. A good kick chase from the Bulldogs. Jennings will play the ball. Upton now. Will be tackled. 30 out from the line. They come to Walsh. They shifted early.
Massive ball.
That's Griffiths out there. Beats one. Comes back in field. Kurri get good numbers in there again.
That was a great pill from young Ryan.
Griffiths is still down.
Ground announcer's trying to get some energy from the crowd.
Yeah,
and there was absolutely no response to it.
They're a bit shell-shocked, the Maitland faithful. It was such a close competition this year, though, you know, from first down to fifth, 2 points separating each team. It was so close. You couldn't be confident going into any game, really.
No, well, you know, every week you probably, you know, you can identify how you can win and stuff, but this year you definitely know that you have to work hard for it. You know, we were pretty evident of that at Macquarie. We ended up losing, you know, we won our first 3 or 4, and then after that, you know, we lost 8, I think it was. And then even when we lost 8 in a row, we still had mathematically chance to make the semis with 3 weeks to go. So, mate, it shows how tight it is, and yeah, it's just hard, mate.
There goes Carter again. He looks likely, Carter.
You know, Maitland last week were playing for a minor premiership, and if they don't score soon, they could be the first team bowed out.
Dunstan read that well.
Probably not the right kick there for what they need at the moment, but yeah, so, mate, very tight comp this year. Definitely the tightest I've seen and been a part of.
The Bulldogs now work it out. It's McGrady coming in doing some work. He's very shifty, McGrady. Gets past 1, 2, 3. Still going, McGrady. Great run from the winger. Picks up 25, 30 metres as it comes to Haynes now. Haynes turns Alchin back underneath.
Oh,
That didn't look like the best tackle going around, but it'll be play on. So come to Cullen. Cullen to Porter. Porter throws the dummy. Good defence by Butterfield. Not falling for that one. Last tackle. 10 metres out from the line. They go the short side. McGrady with the kick in behind. It's popped up to McGrady and he's over.
That's a try.
McGrady with the kick. Maitland couldn't deal with it. He regathers and scores. And Dave, that could be it.
Yeah, mate. That's I think that could be murder, she wrote. At 32-8 with 13 to go. It's a pretty small miracle, I think.
And you can't say the Bulldogs haven't deserved it today. They've been outstanding.
No, mate, they don't. You know, they haven't. They've the last probably month I've watched them play and played against. They just keep competing. You know, they all work for each other in D. You know, you never see them switch off from the inside. They're always working hard. Their middle packs hunt together. You know, and then when they get the ball, they shift the ball around, and they're little men. You know, you have a look at their back line. Nagara Barker and McGrady, you know, Jerome Haynes, they're little fellas, they're swifty, they have a dig. They just compete and they work hard. They definitely deserve the win. they definitely deserve to be in the finals. And if some teams aren't careful, the higher teams, South and Central play tomorrow. If they don't come switched on, they could get their pants pulled down like Maitland did today.
I'll tell you one thing, Dave, and I don't know if you can correct me or not, but I can't remember the Kurri Bulldogs making a mistake today with the ball. I can't remember an error or where they've dropped the ball coming out of trouble, or they've given Maitland a set of 6 in their own defensive half. They've been really good with their ball control today. Yeah, mate, they have their ball control and stuff like that's been pretty good. They've probably had the odd collision or ruck error, but mate, definitely not. If they haven't made one at all, they've only made 1 or 2, so they've been pretty disciplined. It's pretty good disciplined performance so far. Well, we've got 11 and a half minutes to go here at Maitland Sports Ground. We've got the Maitland Pickers 8, the Kurri Bulldogs 32.
And that's
look
not
to go
a
short
either.
kick-off, and it's not going to get there.
Hang on.
That'll be a penalty. Haynes looked like he wanted to pick that up, run another 50.
I was interested because I think if he picks it up there, it's still a penalty. It's a penalty to Maitland.
He did very well there, Haynes. He looked a fine touch now. They'll have to put their Mad Monday celebrations on hold for another week, Kurri, by the looks of things.
Yeah, well, most clubs wait for when they're all out. Back in the day, you used to go when you were out, but I think Kurri come first, or they play tomorrow maybe for their open grade team. And first grade will definitely be waiting a week.
McKenzie now out of dummy half. Comes to Porter. Porter with a short ball to Cronin. Good hole running there by the big man. He's tackled 10 out from the line. Can they put another nail in the coffin of the Pickers? Haynes with the short ball to McGrady. He's tackled about 5 out from the line, McGrady. They come back the open side to Haynes. Haynes to Alchin. Beats one. Can't beat the second. This will be the last. 10 metres out from the line. So they come to Porter. Porter now with a long ball. They've got the numbers. They just can't stick the pass.
Commentators curse. As soon as we say they haven't made errors or handling errors, they go make one. There's a nice left to right there from the freak.
Maitland have got to go.
Self-proclaimed nickname, I think that was.
Jennings in now. He'll play the ball 20 out from his own line. They come to Tills.
Good contact from Pete Cronin.
Good offload there from the big man. Upton now comes back centre field. Goes to Carter. Carter with an offload. Back to Butterfield.
Oh, he's got a bit of toe, the front rower.
He does. He moves pretty good for a big man. Plays the ball on halfway. Griffiths comes back to Walsh. Walsh now coming across field. He'll come to Dawn. Dawn with the step. Nice offload there from Dawn. They come down the right through Clark. Clark with a bit of space. Nice dummy there by Clark. Still going, Clark.
He's score.
Clark going for the corner. Clark gets there.
He's knocked himself out.
He's face planted in the corner, but I think he's got the ball down.
Has he knocked himself out?
He's giving it a try.
Might be a shoulder. Well, there you go. How long's that? Is that 8 minutes?
There's 8.5 minutes to go. 32 points to 12 the scoreline with a kick to come.
So they need to score 20 in 8 minutes. So they need to score 4 tries every 2 minutes.
As I said, I was privy to a game where they were behind by 18 with about 8 to go.
Yeah.
And they hit the upright to tie it up.
Yes,
after the
I've seen
hooter.
that. I was watching that.
So
that same game I was watching, and we needed Maitland. We needed Maitland to win so we could have a mathematical chance of jumping Central. Because at that time they were sitting 5th. Central ended up winning 2 or 3 games in a row, and they come second. Weird tight comp.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Well, I'd written Maitland off that day because Central absolutely dominated them for about 73 minutes.
Yeah.
And then, they came from the clouds and missed a kick on the siren to tie it up.
That's a great nudge. Has he got that?
It's just swung wide. So I wouldn't put it past Maitland to get another couple, but the 20 points with 7 to go is a big deficit. And Kurri will be in no rush to get this game restarted.
No, but they've got firepower, I think. Maitland, firepower, they've got speed.
Well, they've got nothing to lose either. They'll be throwing it around here. So.
That's where they started. That's where they started that try there, just by passing it and drawing, catching. And so young Nagara Barker come to the wing. Looks like he's cramping a bit.
Good restart from Haynes. I'll make him go the full length.
Shouldn't laugh, but try to have a look at. Try to get some vision on the centre. Poor fella, he's obviously cramping. His toes are pointing in the air.
He's walking like me at the moment. That's exactly how I'm walking.
I've seen him walk like that into the Kent on a Saturday night.
Dawn now. They come out to the right. It's behind Granger. And knocked on. And that might just be it for the Maitland Pickers.
Yeah, it's probably a bit of, story of the day, I think, for Maitland. Some unforced errors and some, some poor discipline, I guess, with their penalties.
Just got some information through from our stat man that this is going to be the last game for Luke Dawn as well. So,
yeah,
not the way he would have wanted to go out.
No, and I think Big Tilsey's. There's talks of Tilsey retiring as well, so
very distinguished career for Luke Dawn, so big congratulations to him on that.
Yeah.
As I said, it wouldn't be the way he wanted to go out, but he's certainly still playing at a high level.
Yeah, and I think that's why, if your body can handle it and your personal life is in order, and I think I was reading through the paper because I only work over the road in the Maitland Mercury that it was, some personal life and work commitments were sort of putting a bit of pressure there, and he's starting to feel a little bit old and he feels the time's right. But if your body can handle it, you can still compete at a high level. That's the same as Ports.
So come down the short side, the Bulldogs. That's Nikau. Nikau goes over. Icing on the cake. That's too easy for the Bulldogs. Try time.
Way too easy, wasn't it?
They just stripped them from numbers off the scrum. And Nikau was too strong for Jennings and carried him over the line. And if I'm not mistaken, Dave, it sounds like the fat lady singing.
Yeah, she's singing. She's rapping. She's in the Opera House.
36-12 with a kick to come. Good opportunity to thank Bar TV for streaming this game live. Make sure you tune in tomorrow as well. We'll be going live from St John Oval down at Charlestown there. Central Newcastle are playing in the qualifying final against Souths.
Yep.
So that'll be a big one.
It will.
Winner goes on to play Lakes, and the loser will play Kurri.
So the loser will play like we said earlier, if Central lose because they've already had their home semi, Kurri could potentially have a home ground semi-final. Absolutely massive.
They better pre-order the Tuies.
Oh, yeah. 100%. But what about the winner? The winner out of tomorrow goes out to Carl Oval for a spot in the GF.
Yep. One game away for the winner next week.
Pretty challenge.
Nice little carrot there dangling at the end of that game.
Yeah.
And what an advantage to have a week off before the grand final as well. Get your body right, get a chance to rest those niggling injuries.
We've had the last few years in reserve grade where The boys have
Out
finished
on the
first.
full by a long way.
My back rower having a kick. Yeah, no, the last couple of years, the Reggie's boys for West finished first. I mean, we won the major semi and went on. And yeah, we had the week off, but then last year we finished fifth, and you just get this sense of momentum and confidence going into the grand final, and you know it's a good thing. Some could say it's a good thing, some say it's a bad, but yeah, I've played in a few where we've gone straight through, and
well, they're going to have to do it without their fullback next week, Kurri, but they've looked pretty good in this second half.
Yep, certainly have. I think Garabaka, when he was out the back, played some pretty good football. Young McGrady out the back as well.
Can I get a man of the match off you, Dave? Who's been best on ground today?
Oh, mate, for the Bulldogs it'll be hard. Brock Gilmore and Brody Hammond in the first half with all their carries were pretty good. Nagara had a pretty good start.
Mate, I've got to give it to the halfback.
Yeah, Jarum's had
tries. He's really controlled the game well.
Yeah, he's asked plenty of options on the side. I'll go. Best back would be Jarum. The best back would be. I'll give best back to Jarum and best forward to Brock. But
I'll give best forward to Mitch Cullen, who has got through a mountain of work in that lock forward position.
Yeah, he certainly did. But you know, some good mentions, notable mentions for Maitland too. You know, they're middlemen.
Well, Tilson's probably played close to 60-odd minutes, though he's had a big day.
Mate, he's played a massive game. Bretton Horwood's been absolutely outstanding, and
I think the
Lucky
fullback, Ryan Walsh has had a good game too.
Yeah, 100%. A few individuals that have tried really hard. So,
well, at 38-12, we've got just over 30 seconds left in this one. Another try here, it'd certainly be icing on the cake. Porter, he looked to maybe go for a field goal there, but thought better of it. 20 seconds to go in this one.
He's going to pop one here, Ports, I reckon.
The Pickers can start planning their trip away. They probably already have, to be honest. That's Cronin straight up the middle. Cronin goes close. We're into the final 10 seconds. This will be the last play. Porter now with the field goal. There it is. He's happy with that one, Porter. And there goes the full-time siren here at Maitland Sports Ground. The full-time score reads Maitland Pickers 12, Kurri Bulldogs 39. And Dave, from start to finish, they were very impressive, the Bulldogs.
Yeah, mate, they certainly were. They were well controlled by their halves and their main men. Well, Tommy McKenzie done well. If you sort of compare the matchups, I think he done pretty good against Luke Clydesdale, who's former NRL. So, and then, like I said, you know, the halves, Jarom Haynes, Ports, they played, you know, they just played really well, Kurri. They play together and they, like I said, they compete. And they just want to work for each other. So, great performance.
They'll take a lot of confidence out of that win, Kurri. Maitland tried hard today. They just, as we said earlier, every time they seem to get on a bit of a roll, they got stunted by errors or penalties.
Yep. Mate, I tell you what, I reckon the Newcastle comp and teams that are left in the semi-final, they'll be hoping that Central will win next week, because if Central lose and they've got to go out to the graveyard, that'll be a very dark day.
Must be said as well, our thoughts are with Cade Hardy as well. He came off injured just before half-time, so we wish him a speedy recovery from that injury. And big thank you to Dave for joining me today.
No worries, mate. It's a pleasure.
I'm Dan McCamley. We're signing off.